Hey guys, we're back. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a subject that is becoming very interesting to me as of late. With the apparent reveal of the Nintendo NX coming very, very soon, it looks quite possible that journalists and press are not going to be playing the Nintendo NX before Nintendo reveals it. According to rumors and everything that we've been talking about, the NX could be revealed this week at some point or in early October, as other rumors have suggested. There has been no indication that any journalists or press or websites have played the Nintendo NX or even hinted at it. And let's say, for example, that the NX is revealed this week and no journalists play the system before it's revealed. What would you think about that? Does that bother you? Or do you think it's something that Nintendo was planning to do, possibly to keep leaks from happening? It's an interesting question because throughout history of gaming reveals and things like that, there's always been press who have been allowed to play these systems and signing NDAs and, keeping it secret before Nintendo reveals it to the public. Maybe that's happened already, who knows, but maybe Nintendo hasn't done that this time and they want to surprise everybody and show the NX before actually having any press play the system. If they do this, it could be the only time that this has ever happened. Quite possibly, maybe I think the Wii possibly did that back in 2005 when Nintendo revealed it. I'm not quite sure if the press got to play that at that time, but I think they did, because I remember them talking about a Metroid Prime demo that one of them saw, so maybe they did let some press play the Wii when it first was revealed, but I remember that system being extremely secretive as well. So if for some reason Nintendo decides to reveal the NX and not let any journalists or press websites play it, it could be the first time this ever happens, if that happens. But when you look at Nintendo's recent history with their Nintendo Directs being all pre-recorded, and you look at their Treehouse Live events with it's all controlled by Nintendo, it's played by Nintendo for hours on end live. Personally, I don't see there being any problem with that. Nintendo revealing the NX and possibly having some kind of Nintendo Treehouse Live where they play the NX for like 4 hours straight or something like that, showing you all the ins and out of it. Because who better to show you the NX than Nintendo and their employees themselves playing the game right there for you and showing you everything it can do. For journalists, things can get a little bit more confusing for them. Maybe there's miscommunications, maybe they don't understand how certain things work. This is a really, really important reveal for Nintendo as a company, organization, everything. They have a lot of things riding on this reveal. So for them to mess this up would be extremely damaging to them, and they know that how important the NX is going to be for their future. So I could definitely see Nintendo doing a controlled environment where they reveal the NX in a Nintendo Direct and have some kind of Treehouse Live, and then have journalists come in and play maybe that same day or a day later or something like that. Because when you think about it, when you see these E3 presentations in the past, and 2014 was a great example, who did you watch the most? Did you watch IGN? Did you watch GameSpot? Did you watch some other website play these games? Or did you watch Treehouse Live? I mean, they were doing like 8 hours a day for 3 days straight in 2014, and then 2015, for example, they were doing that as well. Are you going to be watching these other websites, or are you going to be watching Nintendo show these brand new games off? Personally, I'm going to be watching Nintendo because they know what their games can do and how to play them and how to describe them to the public. Now, this is definitely not saying that these journalists and websites are not deserving of playing these games. Of course they are, because they're going to be reviewing them and getting review copies early and previewing them and sharing their opinions. This has been going on for decades, of course. I'm not saying that that's going to go away or anything like that. I'm just speculating that maybe Nintendo wants to control this environment on their own because only they can describe the NX in a way that's going to be the most beneficial to their fan base and to the people that are new who do not know anything about the NX and why it would appeal to them. If you go back to 2011 when Nintendo revealed the Wii U at E3 in front of a live audience and there was a lot of confusion going on there, what did you immediately see after that presentation? You didn't see any Treehouse Live, you didn't see anything from Nintendo, you saw a journalist discussing and criticizing that reveal, saying how terrible it was and they didn't understand what the Wii U was. Was it a new console? They didn't know. Was it a controller? Was it an attachment for the Wii? Even though it was obviously a new console, but it made it seem even worse than what it was. Granted, it was pretty bad in my opinion, of course. Journalists didn't help anything though, did they? So, Nintendo wants to get this right. I think they're going to try to reveal this on their own and then let the press and journalists in later, quite possibly, if they reveal it this week, the week of September 19th. You may think it sounds crazy. I don't think it sounds that crazy, personally. I think this is something that Nintendo wants to control and have a controlled environment, and they've been hinting at this kind of stuff a lot. They show you how to play the game in Treehouse Live. They show you all about these games in their Nintendo Directs. Revealing stuff does not have to be journalists involved. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying they're not going to be involved. I'm just saying that they don't have to be. And Nintendo really likes to control these things themselves, and it looks like they might be doing that if this turns out true that the NX is being revealed this week. So moving on just briefly, I know I said I was going to give my final thoughts and final speculation on what the NX console is going to be or whatever before it's revealed. I'm still planning to do that, but I think I'm going to wait until the live stream. So before the presentation, I'm going to be talking about that, discussing it with you guys in the comments, and hopefully we'll have Player Essence on there too. We can discuss together all the rumors and speculation of what the NX could and could not be before it's revealed. And then of course, when they do reveal it, we'll discuss everything afterwards as well. So I think that might work out better because things will be more fresh, and we can discuss it with you guys in the chat section too. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you hopefully really soon on the next video. Take care.